So now I'm going to take my magic wand and I'm going to select one of my triangles. Depending on which one you select, some of the rotations and angles might be slightly different, but you should be able to figure it out. Okay, so that's selected. Now I'm going to choose the image. So the first one I was thinking about trying is this. So I want to drag this over here and see what part of this I can get in there. So I'm actually thinking, I'm going to undo that. Whoops, let's just delete the layer. Delete layer. I'm going to rotate this image vertically. Oh, did I flip it? Whoopsies. Image, rotate canvas. I was just going to go 90 degrees. Okay. So instead of having to rotate my piece, it seemed easier to rotate the image because then I don't have to rotate the piece back again later. So again, I would take my opacity down so I can see what I'm getting in my image. So I'm thinking I want like the water drops and as much of the vine as I can. So, okay, we'll try that. Again, magic wand, select my wedge, switch to the background, otherwise I'm just copying the colored wedge again, move tool, drag over. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to put that in place. Again, I don't need this anymore. Okay, so I duplicate this. It's basically the same process, just some of the angles and rotations are a little bit different. So I'm going to duplicate the layer, and then I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, and I need to, again, first remember to flip. The second one that you do has to be flipped horizontal. So that will fit tight like that, right? If I had first selected this piece and then I flipped it horizontal, I'd have like this one, a blank space, and then the other piece. So I would have to do like Edit, Transform, Rotate, and do the negative 22.5 to push it over next to the other one. Again, remember you have your arrow keys to make sure it's nice and snug, and layer, merge down. And then, so now this is the same size piece you started out with your 8 section. So we're going to do layer, duplicate layer, and okay. And then we're going to go to image, edit, transform, and I'm going to rotate it. So this time, because it's in the center and not off to the side, I'm going to do the specific rotation of 45 degrees, one way or the other, doesn't matter. So if I had just flipped it horizontal, it wouldn't give me the right angle. Again, so just keep in mind with this, if you're not sure, look, you either have a rotation of 22.5 or negative 22.5 or 45, one way or the other, okay? So you have to just look at it and see which one you need. Layer, merge down. Okay, so now it's the same as your 8 section. Duplicate layer, okay, edit, transform 90 degrees. Put it next to, nudge it with your arrow keys. Layer, merge down, layer, duplicate layer. then edit, transform, 180. So you'll notice with doing this one, right, you get a little bit more of the pink peeking through because we're dealing with a smaller piece. So you're losing a little bit more, again, of the circumference than what you did with just the 8-section piece. But again, make sure each piece is just lined up to each other, and don't worry about the circle itself. Layer, merge down. I'm going to take my background, select all, and delete. So, and then I'm going to merge this down again. Merge visible, that's fine. So it doesn't matter right now, but depending on which image you use as your base, whether it's your 8-section one or your 16-section one, to be able to do the corners, we don't want to have white around the edges. So I'm just going to show you quickly how you can crop it. And the reason this is not just a normal crop is because sometimes the crop tool, it doesn't let you like get it exactly where you want, and you can arrow key. So I'm arrowing this over left, left till it's touching, but then I have to bring the other side back because it will kind of like go over here, and we don't want that. I can do the same thing with the bottom. So I can do one side like and one top or one bottom, but you can't, unfortunately, get it to usually do like all 3 or 4 sides that you need done at the same time. So I check mark that and say okay, and then I'm gonna do this side over here, pull it nice and snug. So I'm noticing that on my bottom I should have gone a hair tighter. So, and even if it doesn't look like the other side moved, just pull it back down because it usually did. Okay, so then that way I'm touching all the way around, and that will make doing the corners easier.